Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? How was your week? I had a rough week. I ain't gonna lie. My first week back after being on the road for 2 weeks, so I'm almost caught up. But the show must go on. So my name is Jeremiah Davis. I'm the funding coach, and this is the Business Source. Today's topic: do you need a business coach, or do you need a business consultant? All right, and I don't think enough people understand that there's a huge difference between a business coach and a business consultant. And that's what I want to talk to you guys about today, because, well, it's you see a lot of stuff on social media, and people say, I need a business coach, or get a business coach, or get a business consultant, or something like that. But your expectations from that coach or consultant may not be realistic. And so I wanted to talk about today the difference between a business coach and the difference between a business consultant and your part. So you go into this type of situation or relationship with the proper expectations. Okay, so I'm going to give you the technical definition of a business coach and a business consultant. Then I'm going to give you my breakdown of those two, and then how you can distinguish which one you need, okay? Because, quite frankly, if you're an entrepreneur or a small business owner, you probably need a business coach or consultant to help you take your business to the next level, okay? But you got to understand what you're paying for, what you're going to get out of that relationship, okay? So, a business coach. A business coach works with you to develop the skills you already have, right? They work with you to bring out the best in you. A business coach helps you develop your purpose, brainstorms with you, motivates you in your business. Many business coaches also address mindset issues such as limited beliefs, fear, and self-sabotage, which are extremely important to address. They also provide support and accountability to ensure that you follow through on your action steps, okay? So that's a business coach. A business consultant, okay? A business consultant is more of an expert you turn to for help with your business. They teach you the skills you don't know, analyze your business, and create an action plan for you to implement. They are well versed in business planning and strategy. They use to help gauge the direction and scalability of your business. They also work with you regarding customer acquisition, retention, systems, packaging of services, pricing, sales, and marketing. Okay, so you see, the technical definitions are very different. But this is how I like to break it down. All right. A business coach or coach, right? I think about football, right? The coach draws up the plan, gives it to you to run, execute it on the field. Okay. And that's basically it. So in the business world, a business coach is going to tell you what you need to do, but you have to run the play. All right. And you should always have a business coach that you will witness and know firsthand that they have accomplished the things that you're trying to accomplish. Okay? Right now, there's a lot of people coming out here claiming to be coaches, and quite frankly, I don't know if they are or not. I mean, I've never seen them before, but all of a sudden they pop up on the scene. But some people might say the same thing about me. But I've been doing this for a long time. I've just, kind of, pushed myself into the public eye in this arena in the last few years. But I've been doing it behind the scenes for probably 10 or 15 years. Okay, and quite frankly, to be honest and transparent, a lot of my friends that are coaches or successful business people, was encouraging me to do it because they saw that the wealth of knowledge I had, which I was giving away for free previously, was valuable, and I took it for granted, right? the things that I know that I've accumulated, the knowledge and information I've accumulated over 20 years being in business, in one shape, form, or another, it was not readily known by the average person. All right, and so after several months, about 6 months, 6 8 months, some of my key friends was like, "You need to be a coach. You need to be a coach. The things that you know, the things that you tell people, the things you help people, is what you need to be doing." Okay, and but at the time, I didn't think what I thought what I knew and the information that I know was elementary. Okay, so what am I getting to the point? The coach, right? Just like in sports, they come up with a play, right? They're seeing the big picture. They're seeing the field. They see the weaknesses of the competitor. They say, okay, I want you to run to the right because that guy over there is slow, all right, or lady. And if you follow their instructions, usually a good coach will have you winning. Okay, that's the whole idea. A good coach will draw up the play for you to run, and if you do it and execute it like they tell you, you're going to score. You're going to score at the bank or the goal line. Okay, now a consultant, they help you brainstorm or craft your idea, hone in on, focus on what you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to, product or service you're trying to deliver to the public, your messaging, your ideal client, your target audience, and then strategizing with you to develop the systems, the sales pitch, the advertising, the marketing, so you can accomplish the same thing, right? So you can get more clients and your business will scale and grow. Okay. Another few things that I help my clients with is guide them in the right direction, because a lot of us, and I've made this mistake with many times in my own businesses, is going after the next shiny object. That's what I call it. You're chasing the next shiny object when you don't have the thing that you have in your hand completed yet. Okay, sometimes we get so distracted about, oh, let me get this, let me do this, but finish what you got before you go for the next thing. Okay, you have to focus and complete, put something on the market. Put it was a course or as a class or as a product or as a service. Get it all systemized, automated, and ready to deliver to your clients, and then add on from there. Okay, that's something that I get caught up even to this day. Like, ooh, let me add that. Ooh, let me add that. And it takes a little self-discipline and self-awareness to know, like, okay, wait, stop. You're doing too much. You just sit down somewhere and finish one thing before you start a new thing. Okay, and then they also help you strategize to growing your business in a more productive way. Like, I was talking to a client, I think it was yesterday, and this particular individual wants to teach dance to young people, right? And that's the thing that people will pay for, and there's nothing wrong with that. But they were more interested in buying a building so they can teach their classes. I suggested, no, don't do that. Okay, all right. First, find a place that you can rent that's inexpensive that you can do your classes in, right? So you can build up your clientele. You not have a whole lot of overhead. My personal opinion regarding business expenses and expansion is you should have enough clientele to pay for the next thing, right? So right now you might be renting an office space or renting a studio or something like that, or even renting a tractor trailer, right? You're working for another company, but you don't have your own tractor trailer, all right? So you're not making as much money, but do that until you have the money to have your own. Okay, my point is your business should be able to pay for itself, and additional products or services or equipment or whatever else that you need, advertising, marketing, etc. Use the profit from the business to expand and grow. Okay, because if you get too far in debt with your business and don't have the clients or the customers to compensate for it, you're going to go out of business. That's what most people, what most business owners, what is the number? Let's see. I think it was 5 out of 10 businesses go out of business the first year. And out of that, only 1 or 2 make it to the 10-year mark or the 5-year mark. And only 1 after that makes it to the 10-year mark. So, and the number 1 reason, according to the SBA, is lack of capital and access to lack of capital and access to capital. So lack to either credit or cash, because you're making money. Every dollar that's coming in, you're spending. Okay, I'm saying keep your expenses low. Keep your expenses low, and then expand as it pays for itself. That's what I suggest you do. Okay. Another thing concerning a coach or a consultant, they're not going to do the work for you. All right. I think a lot of people, when they go to a coach or a consultant, they're expecting that person to do the work for them. But quite honestly, we have our own businesses to run, and we're not going to do the work for you. It's your business. It's your passion. It's your baby. You got to care about it more than anybody else. Don't expect your coach or the consultant to care more about your business and put more time and effort into your business than you do. Okay? All right? Like I said, when a coach calls a play, the players run the play. They execute the play. The coach doesn't execute the play. You have to execute the play. Okay? The consultant draws up the plan, right? Gives you a plan of action, and you have to follow through with that plan of action. Okay? I have an a la carte coaching consulting package where you just pay for one session as you go. And the reason I do that is because I don't want you coming back booking another appointment until you completed the last thing I told you to do. And that is the most common problem. People are always trying to get all the information from a coach or a consultant, and then they don't implement it. They don't follow through with it. Okay, and then they come back and they go, but start mumbling. I'm like, well, why didn't you finish, the last thing I told you to do? Well, I got this and this. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to tell you to do something else because you ain't finished that. I'm not even going to let you book an appointment till you let me know that you completed the last task, because then you're wasting my time and you're wasting your money. Okay, and then that's not efficient. And then I don't want all that back and forth. Well, he didn't teach me nothing. He didn't do nothing for me. No, what it was is you didn't follow through. Okay, and that's the same thing with a coach or a consultant. They're not doing it for you. Okay, they're not going to do the work for you. It's your business. It's your baby. You have to do the work. Okay, so knowing what the proper expectations are for you, all right, and maybe you need a coach, and I would highly recommend you get a coach. All right, they don't have to be an expert in your industry. You're the expert in your industry, supposedly. Okay, but all the business models and structures, principles, if you will, are all similar. You got to know what your product. You got to know your product inside and out. And you got to know what your competition, which we don't really believe in competition. I subscribe that there's no competition, it's collaboration. And the reason there's no competition is because your clients are your clients. Your clients are coming to you because your message resonates with them. And you might be providing the same product or service as the guy next door or the girl next door, right? But their client is for them. And here, and I use this scenario all the time. You walk into the grocery store, how many brands of bread are there? How many brands of milk are there? How many brands of crackers or chips are there? Do you think those companies are competing with each other? How many fast food joints are there? Right now, we think they're looking at the competition, but we all know some people like Burger King, and you can't. They ain't going to get no Big Mac or no quarter pounder if they like depending on it because they love the Whopper. So Burger King markets into their client, and then the and McDonald's markets to their client. Okay, Chick-fil-A markets to their client. Popeyes markets to their client, and the same thing in every industry, right? And that's the way you need to think. You need to think not so much about who your competition is, but who your client is. Who is your client? Who is your client, and why would they buy from you? That's what you need to figure out. Once you figure that out, you ain't got to worry about clients. All right. And another thing is solving a problem in your community, solving a problem for your ideal client. Once you solve a problem for your ideal client, you don't have to worry about customers anymore. They come and seek you out because you are the solution to the problem. Okay? Whether it's a product or a service, it doesn't matter. And whether it's big or small, you know. These principles apply to everything. Another principle is how do you price your product or service, right? I would always suggest you do research with anybody else that's doing similar or providing a similar product or service than you are. But why is yours better? Or why is yours excuse me? Why is yours different? Well, my point being to that is you have to calculate, and I see this mistake in a lot of businesses, restaurants, it doesn't really matter what type of business, but there's a formula that you need to calculate to know what your price point is. All right. Most businesses will use the 3-to-1 kind of formula, right? So if your product costs $1, you should sell it for a minimum of $3, right? You've $1 to cover the cost of the product, your cost. Other dollar is for your marketing or overhead, your supplies, and the other one is for profit. Okay, if you can multiply it by 4, all right, or 5. Okay, but the minimum is by 3. Okay, that goes for McDonald's, that goes for Burger King, that goes for any industry that you happen to be in. But I've worked with people that were, individual that had a barbecue joint, rib shack, right? And first question I asked him is, how much does it cost you to deliver a plate of ribs, right? I'm talking about from the styrofoam container, the little scoop of baked beans, the little scoop of the chips, or whatever, the little utensils with the salt and pepper package in it, the whole thing, even if you're going to give them a shopping bag. If that shopping bag is a penny, the styrofoam container is a penny. All right, the ribs, 3-4 bones of ribs is $1, right? And you have to do the math. You get a slab of ribs, and you have to calculate all that up, and divide it by that plate, that deliverable plate to your customer, right? If that whole plate costs you $2, then you need to sell that plate for $6 at a minimum. Right? But most people get into a business, they open a restaurant or do something because they're good at that. They're good at cooking ribs. They're good at frying chicken. They're good at frying fish. They're good at whatever they do, they're good at. They're not good at the other things. And that's why a business coach or consultant is crucial for some people. Okay? And it depends on your industry that what you might pay for a business. I know I have friends that are coaching, and they're charging $10,000 a pop, and people are paying them. So they got their clientele. The people are coming to them in droves and giving them $10,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 or $5,000 a month for their particular coaching abilities and knowledge. Okay, a consultant, you might want to consult a consultant on a recurring monthly basis. You might have to pay $300, $400, $500 a month for it. Okay, and you might only get 30 minutes to an hour a month for that $400 or $500. All right, or I do $500 for 4 30-minute calls a month. All right, to help you get to A to B, but I'm not going to do it for you. All right. I have 4 businesses that I got to do work myself. Okay. So my point being is, and considering I've been out here doing in business solo for about 6 years, and I'm still here, I would call that a success. All right. Am I perfect? Am I the best one? No. All right. Do you need to call me, use me? No. I'm just saying. I want you guys to understand and have the proper expectation what the difference is between a coach and a consultant, and figure out which one you need to help you scale your business and grow your business. That's the only point that I wanted to make, because I see there's a lot of confusion out there, and maybe some of you guys have seen it as well. When you are out there and you hire a coach, and then you start crying because you feel like they didn't do nothing for you. Problem is, you probably wasn't paying attention to half the things they were saying, and you didn't implement nothing. Okay, it's not that. Now it could be that you hired somebody that you ain't got no business hiring. Okay, you need to vet people. You need to check references. You got to, you need to see some results, but you have to do your part. And your part is the most important part, because you have to implement these things. All right, you have to follow through. You have to execute. All right, if you really are serious about being an entrepreneur, being a business person, and growing and scaling your business, that's what you need to do. Okay, you need to. If you already got it all figured out, you don't need a coach or a consultant, then go for it. But I can guarantee you, most of us, I have a mentor, a coach, or consultant that I go to that helps me, because he has achieved things that I want to achieve. Okay, I haven't arrived to where I want to be yet, but I'm not where I used to be either. But I see the value in somebody. You have to partner with somebody that understands your vision, understands your passion, understands that can help you believe in yourself, right? Motivates you and tell you you can do this. We all know you're gonna work. You're gonna work hard. You're gonna work long hours. You're gonna work. Sometimes I'm sitting at my desk for 12, 14 hours straight for days at a time, until I get what I'm trying to do accomplished. All right, and nobody else is gonna do it for me. All right, and also another thing I've learned is I cannot share my vision, my ideas, my goals with everybody. All right, everybody's not going to understand. Everybody can't comprehend. Why? Because it's not theirs. It's mine. And the same goes for you. Your vision, your dreams, your goals, they're yours, and you're the only person that can fulfill them. And all I'm suggesting is you may need some help from somebody that's been where you want to go, or has been through the process. Okay, and family and friends that aren't there. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're not connected with the right person that can motivate you in the right areas and help you develop the right ideas, strategy, and planning, you're hindering yourself. Okay, you don't know it all. Matter of fact, you don't even know what you don't know. That's the crazy thing. You don't know what you don't know. But a coach or a consultant might, and you might have, maybe this year you have a coach to get you to the next step. And then next year you'll find somebody else to get you to the next step. And then the year after that, the whole coaching and consulting thing never ends, because there's always another level to go. And some people only can take you so far. All right, listen, you guys, that's my time. Do Google it. All right, just Google the difference between a consultant and a coach. Put some thought into it. Talk to some people. If you want to call me, I'll help you. I'll have a conversation with you. But you need to know what you need is somebody to help you get organized, develop a plan, and motivate you to execute that plan. And I guarantee if you got the right person, you will succeed. All right? My name is Jeremiah Davis. I'm the funding coach, and this is the Business Source. Peace.